So in this edition of Catching Up with the Cares, January 18th, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the banking stuff that I'm working on right now. Very excited working with Ernie Garfield, former Arizona Corporation Commissioner, former Arizona Treasurer. Really interesting guy. He's put together at least 31 community banks already, he and his team, and he's working on putting together a few more and has invited me to be a director on several of them for emerging technologies. So I just put in this past week my initial thoughts and proposal on how to start offering some very innovative lending and support programs for businesses and banks in the emerging technology space. So that we're going to do some review and some discussion of, see how those will work, what parts of them regulators are going to be positive with, what parts of them either do we need to adjust or do we need to communicate to regulators are in the interests of serving what they're looking to do, so we can get waivers or exceptions or whatnot for what we're trying to do, or rework our plan. That's where that stage is. But it's very exciting stuff, and very, I don't like the phrase avant-garde, but it is kind of avant-garde in the thinking. It's way ahead of the rest of the pace of the nation in banking, in helping emerging technologies companies do what they need to do. So very exciting stuff there. The two banks in particular that I'm working with, United Business Bank and USABC, those are the two banks, both Ernie Garfield projects, and with those comes the the Commission for Global Growth. And we had a good meeting last week, and that I think was a good indicator of where things are going to be going, because in that meeting we found that there were some people who were really keen on moving forward with the project and stepping up and helping out. And then there are others who are very keen to support, but they haven't figured out where their place is yet. And that happens in every organization. There's like a rocket. There are different stages of the rocket as you get to liftoff. And you need each of those stages to be able to have a successful liftoff. And I think Ernie's done a good job of putting those in place. So USABC in particular and the Commission for Global Growth have the opportunity to really make an impact with the recapitalization of banks that they're doing. So I'll leave that at that. There are a number of different proprietary ways that they're doing it, so I'll leave those off this particular commentary area, but it's very exciting stuff. It really is. And I'm very proud and pleased that Ernie has included me on all three of these projects and businesses, and it's very positive from my perspective in working with Ernie to get his help in building some of the banks that are going to be needed for the Advantage Business Club funding centers. So those are good synergies that we're building right now. I don't know if this is sliding or I'm shrinking, but whatever the case may be, I'll reset it for you again. So that is United Business Bank and Commission for Global Growth and what's happened with them. There should be another meeting. I didn't get to the UBB bank meeting this week. It happened to fall on a day that I was doing a lot of development that I couldn't get away from, and a couple of client cases flared up. So I'm going to catch up with those, let you know if there's anything interesting next week in next week's update. There always will be, I'm sure, and then we'll kind of take it from there. Other than that, that's it for the banking section of Catching Up with the Cares.